again why we chose this over seeing the movie?
If these guys lose focus for even a millisecond, you have to scrape them off the fence with a shovel. A shovel!
A shovel! A shovel! I'm acting! Hello, Internet. I am Brian Yebes for Complainers Times, and what do you know? Here I am again, alone, without my fellow correspondent. Now, the last time I did this was to do a movie review, and I'm doing it again. Well, you must be wondering, after reviewing what you considered the worst movie of all time, what else could you review? Another one that came pretty close, let me tell you. About 2 nights ago, I watched The Final Destination. The 4th one. Don't know why they called it The. They're just gonna make a 5th one next year. But, yeah, I saw that. Here's what I do. I mean, I hear all this negative reception about movies. I try and find them, and if I can find them, I watch them, you know, and see how bad they are. I've watched a couple movies, and I can understand why people hate them, but I really didn't care. And then that's how I did end up watching The Happening, so 50-50 I'd say. But I'm gonna say right now, The Final Destination is as bad as everybody says it is. I was wondering, like, how could they possibly make a 4th one? Everyone's always like complaining, oh, the 3rd one ruined everything. How could they possibly make a 4th one? And after watching the movie, I'm still saying the same thing. How could they possibly make a 4th one? Okay, I just want to say, I don't hate the first 3 Final Destination movies. I really liked the first one. I thought the premise was really creative. I liked the second one. It was pretty much just a revamping of the first one, but, you know, I didn't mind. And everyone says that the 3rd one ruined everything. Not really. It was a little more creative. Everyone complained about, like, that the deaths were too, you know, like, there was too much to it. I didn't really see a problem with that. I didn't really care. But this 4th movie makes the death scenes in Final Destination 3 look subtle. Think about that for a second. Okay, so the movie is just like, okay, these kids go to a racetrack, one of them sees a car crash happening that somehow kills everybody, because, you know, that always happens in, like, racetracks. One crash murders everybody. But, you know, somehow, of course, it has to kill everybody, and then it turns out, oh, whoa, big surprise, it didn't actually happen, and so the dude gets all his friends out, one of them, like, dies, okay, whatever, who the fuck cares? You know, it's the same shit. And so, from there on, it's pretty much just people dying, you know, nothing special, but it's so annoying. And, I mean, a lot of people call this nitpicking, but this really bothers me. First off, The Final Destination came out in 3D in theaters. So, when you watch the movie in regular 2D or whatever, it's, like, there are all those shots where something's, like, coming so close to the screen, you know, where you realize, oh, okay, that was supposed to pop out of me, but now it just looks stupid and awkward. And so, yeah, there's tons of those shots, which kind of get distracting, but, you know, whatever. I can't really blame it. That's how it came out in theaters. I was watching it on HBO. Then there's the acting. Oh, fuck me over a barrel. This fucking acting is terrible. Like, the Final Destination 3 actually had pretty good actors in it. The main character, that one, like, goth kid in the 3rd movie, he was a really good actor. This one is the exact opposite. All of the actors are just, they're pretty awful. I mean, it's not like The Happening where it goes back and forth like they're trying too hard or they're trying too little. In this one, they're just not trying at all. I don't know if it's like an acting, if it's because of the acting, or it's because of the lack of direction. I can't really tell which, but it's annoying, really. Like, I don't care if it's got the most amazing plot and the most amazing special effects in the world. Bad acting is a huge distraction, and this movie is no Citizen Kane, okay? So it just makes it worse. The death scene, this is what I didn't like about the first one. I saw death in the Final Destination movies as more of a force of nature instead of somebody who can actually do something. You know, like, I saw death as somebody who kind of alters one thing which sets off a whole chain of events. I didn't see it as a guy who can just make something happen, which kills somebody, and then, like, clean it all up. That's the one thing I didn't like about the first movie. That one scene where the kid's in the bathroom and that fluid comes out that he slips on, and then after he's killed, the fluid goes back in. I thought that was really just kind of weird, just kind of out of place. And they've reverted back to that. Things just break for absolutely no reason in this movie. And some of the deaths are, like, really stupid. There's a girl who's, like, who's in her car, going into the car wash, and, her roof, the window on the roof of her car, like, gets broken or something, and so a pipe breaks and all this water starts coming in. Right away, you're kind of like, wow, that sounds stupid. Oh, trust me, it is. So she sticks her head out of the top, and somehow the window closes, locking her head there. And then this, like, washy thing starts coming towards her head. You know, it's really just stupid deaths. And there's one scene in particular, there's two scenes actually, that really catch my mind. Here are two examples of really bad acting. There's one scene where this guy, he loses a quarter, okay? He was flipping a quarter and playing around with it, and then it rolls into the pool. He's at a pool. It rolls into the pool, and he finds this as a reason to dive into the pool and get fucking 25 cents. Okay, so he goes in, starts looking around for his quarter, and the little suction thing at the bottom of the pool that sucks in all the water got turned on because he's an idiot. So he gets sucked in, and it's starting to, like, really build up, and it ends up pulling his guts out of him, and they spurt out of this machine, and his friend. Literally, this is what he does. He walks into the scene. He's like, dude, where are you? His guts and blood explode out of the machine, and this is the most he does. Like, did they leave the shot too long or something? Did the actor think it was over and decide to get an itch off his nose? Like, it's the stupidest thing I've ever... That's the most emotion he shows. He widens his eyes a little bit. That's the most emotion he shows for someone about to die. Okay? No, for someone who did die. And then there's another scene. The two main characters go see their friend to make sure he's okay because, of course, they thought they beat it. And, of course, this has to be the ending of the movie. I mean, it's only been an hour, so obviously this is the end of the movie. They've obviously beaten death. Way to trick me there, movie. Way to play with my head. So anyway, you know, they go see their friend, see if he's okay, and right once they walk into the friend's room, he hangs himself. Now, they have an opportunity here to save him, but they don't take it. Literally, they walk in. The guy just hung himself. They could hold him up. They could break the rope down or something. But no, they stand there. Just like this. Completely unemotive whatsoever. No emotion shown at all. And then suddenly, I guess this black guy didn't know how to attach rope to a ceiling, so it breaks right away. So thank God he's really shitty at tying ropes, so this guy, they would have just let him die.
They're just like, oh, cool, death. All I'm saying.
We're gonna have to edit that out.
I'm aware.
Okay, what more can I talk? Okay, here's the thing. In the ending, like the final 5 minutes of the movie, no, not even, like final 2 or 3 minutes of the movie, there's three main characters. They go to this, like, coffee shop, and they go get, like, coffee and whatever, and, before this scene, the main character stopped this explosion from happening, which would have killed everybody in this mall. It would have, like, blown up the whole mall. So this is, like, 2 months later or something, and this one guy at the coffee shop is like, hey, you're the guy that stopped that explosion at the mall. You saved a lot of lives that day. And the guy's like, oh, you know, I was just in the right place at the right time. Sometimes that's all it takes. And the guy walks off. They sit down, and one of the girls goes, okay, that was, like, really weird. Yeah, I mean, you saving people from dying in a horrible explosion and people congratulating you about it? That's totally weird. Excellent writing there, guys. Like, really. You really captured emotion there. And then there's the final scene. Of course we know that these three guys are going to die. You know, it's happened at the end of every single one of these movies. But they completely fucked it up, okay? This like 18-wheeler like swerves off the road, crashes into the coffee shop, and for some reason they show it in X-rays. Let me repeat that. They show the three main characters' deaths in X-rays. So, like, this one girl, like, gets knocked to the ground, and then the car runs her over, and you see, like, all her bones breaking. Yeah, because how could a fucking 18-wheeler crashing into people's bodies possibly kill them? Thank God they showed us X-rays, or I would have been completely lost there. And it has to end with a really stupid 3D shot. The main character gets hit by the truck, hits a wall in X-ray, hits a wall, hits the ground, and all of his teeth, like, fall out, and one of the teeth, like, swerves into the screen right at your face. Oh, cool! That might have been cool in 3D, but this is regular vision, so that just seems stupid. The end! Oh, fuck me. I have to be honest. I was never this angry at a movie since The Happening. If you were to ask me right now which movie was worse, I'd really have to think about it. That's how bad this fucking movie was. And there's really not much else to say. Don't see it. Ever. And if you're planning on seeing the fifth movie in 2011, yeah, don't. And fuck you. Goodbye.